to you without a business plan. They don't even need the business plan, y'all. They just need you to get in touch with the peoples so they can make sure that you qualify. And if you do, come get that money. Now, if you are a worker and you know what I mean, they always talk about people working and they busting their butt all the time, but you're never going to make the same amount of money. You're right. However, if you have been working for the past year and a half, or if you have your own business and you've been working and you can prove that in taxes for the last 2 years, listen, man, come holla at us. You come holla at us, you got to most likely, you know what I mean, we got a 99% approval rate, y'all. So you pass the qualifications, you going to get that money. Come holla at us. Make sure you pass some qualifications. All right. Phone number 484-758-8489. If not, if you want to just email, you don't want to talk, you want to email, and we can talk to the email. It's ulcgr8 Again, U as in umbrella, L as in love, C as in culture, G as in God, R as in revolution, 8 the number, infinity sign, at gmail.com. ulcgr8 Holla at them and get your money. They want to show you the money. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we here. And now that I got all that out, there's probably some more later on, but when you pay attention, we was out in LA, West Side. I was out there with knowledgebornallah. I was out there with God Sticks, aka Ty Sticks, the one-arm assassin. And I was out there with my brother Che Black, the pragmatic Che Black, filming things, getting things done, doing a documentary, a killermentary, you know what I mean, handling a business out there with Killer Priest and some of the other Wu-Tang members and affiliates. And yeah. Shout out to Capadonna. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Donna. Metro Donna. What a dude, Che Black in the building. What's happening, my brother? Peace to God, war the devil.
Peace, Almighty. Peace, Lord. What's the science?
You know what it is, man. It's knowledge today, man. You know what I'm saying? So we dealing with that wisdom, that wise of the dome, and we're gonna wise the dome to these cats and let them know, you know what I mean, what happened, a little something. I know we gotta hold some things back, but how was that trip for you, my brother? I mean, was there things going on? Did you get things accomplished? Did you meet people? Did you shake it down? Did you get the recorders in? What? Man, I can't wait to see what's going on. Listen, I know what's going on, y'all. Y'all don't. So I'm just excited, and I ain't smoking up right now. So you know what I'm saying? Che Black, tell them what's going on, man. What's happening?
The trip was all the way live. Definitely had a good time. Fellowshipping. Definitely. All the brothers, side sticks, knowledge. We all definitely was out there fellowshipping. As far as work getting done, met some people that definitely needed to be met. Shook some hands that definitely needed to be shook. So I feel like some contacts was definitely made as far as, getting stuff done. Absolutely. We did the video. I ain't going to really let too much out about it, but we got the wall. We was out there in Crenshaw, shot a music video that I was looking at some of the shots that we took, and like that's really going to be a nice visual piece to put out there to show some of the, not show some of the trip, but just to highlight, the fun that we had on the trip and able to get some work done. Like, looking at that project, looking at that video was definitely dope. Definitely a dope video, man. You got to back it up.
Yeah, well, I trusted the vision. I trusted the vision, and then I saw the eye, and I was like, okay. And then you brought something to the GR8 table that ain't been done before in this video, and I'm not even gonna tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see it. I want them to be like, ooh, feel that. You know what I'm saying? So
that was the extra. I threw the extra flavor with that right there. So we're gonna kill them with that.
Yeah, that was the fire joint. And just so y'all know, when you pay attention, when the joint come out, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to what you see in the the pictures, the symbols, you know what I'm saying? Because it's important and goes in along with what's going on in the song, you know what I'm saying? But I can tell you all this. We was high vibing out there. You know what I mean? High vibing, yeah. So in your convo, is there anything that you found out new that you could discuss right now, going out there talking to Killer Priest one-on-one, talking to some of the other people, Razul, talking, just building with everybody and interviewing and cats? Is there anything new that you found out that you weren't aware of?
Meeting with Priest, yo, like just the humility that brother has, and like that was like that brother humility, and he embraced us. It was all open arms up in there, So that was one thing I wasn't really expecting. I've been around a lot of artists. I don't think any artist I've ever been around has that level of humility. And it don't matter where they at with it. It don't matter if they, about to blow, if they, hot, or if they on the, if they kind of sizzle down a little bit, but they still got they following or whatever level I've ever met them. I've never met that type of humility,
right,
in an artist,
right.
So that right there it was even humbling for me just to be around that and to be around that type of creativity and to see the humbleness. And I'm listening to the music, but we got the experience being at the podcast, and we got the experience, behind the scenes stuff, and just hanging out. And it's like the brother is a wealth of information. By just listening to the music, like you can listen to the music and tell that, but just being around the brother, his humility is just unbelievable.
It's like he learns like a child, but he's a master.
Indeed, that's what I'm saying. Like
it's crazy. Like, yo, I ain't never. I can qualify your statements because I've been around some artists too, and I ain't never seen nobody act like that in such a good, positive way, no matter what he was going through. And he going through some stuff, y'all. Yeah, stop. We ain't gonna act like he not going through. So he just put out an album for his mother who just transitioned. You know what I mean? Like 2-3 months ago, and he put out a whole album for her. So he's going through something. He put out an EP. So what I mean? It's crazy, but he definitely showed us love. Like, I can't wait for him to come to ATL, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can't wait to show, man. I can't wait to return that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, y'all. Yeah. So with that, seeing that, rocking with Killer Priest, what were some of the other people that you got a chance to speak with and build with, and that might make it to this Killomentary?
Well, I got the bill with the brother Rasul, like to call him Razagul. That's my man Rasul.
Yeah. Salute to you, man. Peace to the guy, Rasul.
Salute to Rasul. Peace, Lord. Got the bill with Rasul, and that was a dope, just dope bill, especially that last night bill. That was so dope, with the system Yoshi, got a dope bill with her,
Peace
for the documentary.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of Capadonna. Hopefully we get a little bit more Capadonna, but that was a blessing just to be able to meet the God, you know what I'm saying, and see the God working, with his craft, with the pen and the pad, and in his element. That was a dope experience right there.
Right. We
also
got
the brother Divine, peace to the God, Divine.
Peace to the God. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to get an interview, and it got late, things got hectic, and moving from this place to that place, and it just ended up not taking place. But I definitely got a link with him. I know he right in Baltimore, but peace to the God, Divine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The communication. I was gonna say about watching Capadonna. We was just so you understand. Let me put this in the context, y'all. We was in the room listening to music, beats, songs that are going to be worked on by Killer Priest and Capadonna and myself, but we was sitting in there listening, and we got through a whole bunch of beats, and then and then man, I spit a little something,
Nah, you
and
set it off, man.
you know what I'm saying? And then Cap was like, yo, let me play this beat for you. And then he put the beat on, beat dope. And then he went in, and him and Killer Priest went in the writing, bro. Oh man, just watching these two sit next to each other, you know what I mean? You could see the sparks going back and forth, you know what I mean? It was dope. So I can't wait to hear that track, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some surprises on that track, you know what I'm saying? But I can't wait to hear that track, you know what I mean? Oh,
super excited. Super excited.
Listen, next time we tell y'all we gonna make a trip, and y'all watching, y'all need to get in touch with us and be like, yo, come with us. Come with us as a crew. Let's go as a whole crew, wherever we go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching this, everybody who's going to see this, hit me in my DM. You know what it is, SUNDAGR8 on the Instagram. Hit me there, or even call the number, right? You know what I mean? 484-758-8489. Call me. Let me know you want to get down. You know what I mean? Put your monies in, invest in yourself. Because if you're an artist and you rocking with us, you need to be where we at so we can help you push and promote who you are. And plus, you know what I mean? Let the world know that we ain't by ourselves. We got a squad with us. Shout out to
that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Matter of fact, shout out to my man Rock. That's my hitter right there. That's my brother.
Yeah.
From back in the day. He came through 3,000 miles. He really just came through he knew I was out there. He just wanted to see what I had going on and just soak some of that up. You know what I mean? And be inspired. He just was inspired. And then my man Gooch, who came in with the assist on some video. He came in with the assist on the video. And that was like that assist that he came through was an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? He came through with an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? And you know, man, Son the Great put that motherfucker right in. Bang!
Yeah. Yeah. We put it to work, man. You and me.
I was coaching it. I was the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I was the coach. You know what I mean? He threw that oop and you just boom, brought it home perfect. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to Gucci. You know, I mean, he hooked everybody up. Listen, what's the name of the barbershop? Loft?
The Loft. The Loft out here in Jersey. It's out here in Blackwood, Clementon, Lindenwood area, the Camden County. If you're in Camden County, the Loft Barbershop.
Go check it. He put the work in himself. The barbershop is clean. It's proper. He hooked everybody up. He did everybody's hair and face for the day, for that night, for the Killer Priest situation. Man, it was dope. He amazing barber, amazing brother. You know what I mean? Outside of what he do resource-wise, just an amazing brother, good brother. Rock, shout out to Rock too. You know what I mean? Good peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare you can get around folk out of town. You know what I'm saying? And just be comfortable with them. So you know what I mean? Shout out to the guys.
The guy was real hospitable, you know, and then my brothers, brothers.
Yeah.
So definitely a brother affair. Like it was definitely fellowship out there.
Definitely.
You know, definitely a fellowship thing going on.
So I hear that you was out there even a couple days longer. What happened that we missed, God? What happened?
Well, I mean, I was out there, the priest, you know, I was chilling with the priest for one night, and it was amazing. Like the build was amazing, man. Like we was just at the spot. Rasul pulled up.
Yeah,
you know, it was a lot of joking and cracking. You know, we let it go sometimes. Sometimes we be so serious because we warriors. So you know, we out here in the field being serious a lot. That you know, it's good sometimes to be around them kindred spirits where we can take jokes and have a good sense of humor about situations and things. So you know, there was a lot of laughing and joking and just, you know what I mean, building and talking about some future things. And then I got some extra footage that I wasn't expecting to get that's really gonna add a lot of flavor to the project, like crazy footage just behind the scene. You know, we was in the elements sipping on some spirits and just we conjured up something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to the documentary.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Gooch too. I was kicking it with Gooch, and then we went out and just seen California a little bit, you know, seen some water, seen some beaches, just, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you deserve that, man. You put that work in, man. Listen, y'all, you don't even understand. It was a constant. Like as soon as we left the Airbnb, it was work. and it was work until we got back to the Airbnb, which was sometimes not till 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, out there.
Most of the time, not sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time.
That was like the 2 3s. That was like the around the time we was looking at going back.
Pacific time, y'all. Yeah, man. So our bodies was it caught up to us. I think we got out there on a
Wednesday. Was it a Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Ujama. We got out there on Ujama, and yeah. Tuesdays is Ujama this year, and then Ujima. No, we got out there Ujima, and then on Ujama on Wednesday we went over to the craft, and listen, y'all. We're not even really gonna get into the first night, though, right? The first night, but the first night it was about the meet, the greet. Let's get everybody, comfortable, acclimated, and Killer Priest went out and treated everybody. Killer Priest was treating everybody a couple of times, yo. And when I'm not even a drinker like that, but when Killer Priest say, "I got this round," what you supposed to do, yo? You gotta drink, man. You can't not take the shot, yo. You gotta take the shot. You know what I'm saying? So you mean it was dope, and then y'all, I think we was 3-4 days deep in, and then we get to run into Mr. Roscos himself. You know what I'm saying? Which I ran into him actually. Shout out to Donkey Bong TV. I ran into him at that outing that we had where I did a little showmanship, got on that stage with the knowledge. You know what I mean? It was kind of
no little show. You tore that shit down, bro.
Hey man, I know. That's what we do.
You tore that shit down. I ain't gonna hold you, man. If I ever pick it back up, yo. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need to have you on the road with me a little bit.
Hey man, let's get it. Let's get it, man. I mean, that's my favorite part. You know what I mean? I do all this other stuff just to get on stage. I want some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But it was a dope show. Like I said, ran into Roscos earlier. Shout out to Medusa. Yo, do y'all know who Medusa is on the West Coast? Medusa's like the MC Light of the West Coast, y'all. She was in the building. And we had an opportunity to go to a video shoot she was doing the next day. But like I said, we was tired. So when she was shooting the video, we was just getting up. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't make that, John. But we will be back out there for a couple of things. Shout out to MC Random. Random was out there doing this thing, hosting. A couple of things. He did a B-boy John at Lament Park. That was live, bro. We got there late and it was still live. You know what I'm saying? Beach-wise, cats was breaking. They really respect hip-hop on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, truthfully. They're listening to lyrics. As a matter of fact, I had to change up my set because everywhere we go, most people, it's just like, just rap over your joint, rap over your joint. But out there, they was like, no rapping over your lyrics. We want to see the showmanship. We want to hear the lyrics. We don't want that. I love that.
It was that real hip hop. And when I say real hip hop, I'm not talking about the sound, the aesthetics, what you like to listen to.
Right.
You know what I mean? The artist. I'm talking about the vibe, like that. You gotta know the words. You can't come in there rapping over it. You gotta have like that real hip hop. It was that real hip hop in the building. Sure. And I didn't even realize how much of a live that scene lives in California. Every time I go out there, it's crazy. Every time I go to California, I'm actually reminded of that.
Mm-hmm. They had beatboxes in there.
Every time I go out there,
competition, yo. I don't know if y'all got to
Kill
see it.
Came in the building.
Oh yeah,
we had my man from Jurassic 5 in the building. It was live.
Yeah.
It was dope.
It was like he gonna be on the show soon. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make that happen. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this too. He not only going to be on the show, but he's going to be on one of these Avengers mixtapes, or he's going to be on the album when we do that whole album, right? But we're going to have him on, and Killer Priest even said he going to be on. And let me tell you why Killer Priest is going to be on Avenger album. Wait, I got to give myself the drum roll because Killer Priest is Avenger. Shout out to the Avengers in the building, my brothers. My brothers, the Avengers. Killer Priest is if you've seen it, he made the announcement, so it's cool. I can make the announcement now too. But
that's a fact.
before we left on his show, I presented him with the only other person to have Avengers t-shirt right now is me and him, and he got his t-shirt like we was giving out change. You know what I'm saying? He's on the Avengers squad, so you will be hearing Killer Priest on some of this Avengers music, and you probably gonna see him. I mean, when we do shows and when he in the area, he gonna pop up and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But we family now, y'all. You understand? You understand? That's my soul brother right there. He know what it is. You know what I mean? The God told me first night, yo, I see your aura. It's gold. You know what I'm saying? He was reading everybody's aura though.
Nah, it's funny, yo, because like I remember when he said that to you. You know, I mean, I wasn't with you necessarily, but I remember right after he said that, we was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about it like, damn, that brother meant that, because I heard him speaking about you while you was outside, and just, you know, your energy.
Yeah, wow.
And, you know, I don't know if you let him hear a verse or not, because I remember him talking about your verses as well. I might have been the next night, because everything kind of like clashed together while we was out there. You know what I'm saying?
It so did. Man,
you know what I'm saying? But
I was speaking with the wife, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna have to tell you what happened as it unfolds in my head, because it was, you know what I'm saying? It was so much." But yeah, I got a chance to, pardon me, y'all. I got a chance to hear the God let me know. You know what I mean? He was feeling the rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And on a personal note, I've been rhyming for like 25 years. Cats who know me, you know I've been rhyming. Matter of fact, this is out to all y'all who's acting like they didn't like the rhymes in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I know the rhymes is dope. Been known the rhymes was dope, but it's not even my rhymes. They the rhymes the Most High and put in me to my ancestors and told me to say this. I'm the vessel. So this is my rhyme, or this is me while I'm doing this rhyme, is in essence dissing your ancestors, because I can't take no credit for this. This is the Most High. This is the ancestors doing this for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular ass. I know I ain't regular. Ain't nothing regular about me. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm irregular because of my connection to the universe. And you know what I'm saying? And when you're connected to the universe and you link up with other people that's connected to the universe in a similar way that you are, you know what I mean? It enhances your abilities. And then so while we was out there, everybody was just on one with whatever they do. We're like, our team is like a resource team. You know what I'm saying? We can do everything. We got somebody who can do anything that you're looking to do. And while we was out there, everything was just like, oh, even when we made a mistake, it wasn't a mistake. It was just something new. So I implore people to surround themselves with beings who are dealing with something more than just the everyday regular situation. I ain't saying ignore the regular day, everyday situation. Nah, but you got to have more in your life and more going in your purpose than just, you know what I mean, going to work, paying a bill, coming home, popping a beer or a drink, sitting down, watching TV, getting up, going to work. What? Nah, people. Nah. Don't fall for that bullshit. Stay out the simulation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So Che, I had to get on that real quick. The God said I was on my Super Saiyan shit out there. I was like, man, I'm calm right now too. And so if you can see that right now while I'm calm, wow.
Word.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? I was keeping my composure, because inside, y'all don't even understand. I don't know if you ever seen that commercial with the fun. What do you mean, this little thing running around? You know what I mean, little person running around? What's that? That's my fun. My fun was acting crazy inside. I wasn't even allowed to, you know what I mean? If I would have let him out a little bit, boy, oh man, it would have changed everything. But Capadonna said I had the chunky rhymes. I was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? When Cap said you got chunky rhymes, and Killer Priest is like, nah, he can spit. That's what he told Roscos. He can spit. When that shit happened, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else who doubted you before that, you know what I mean? Kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Kick rocks. And so I bring all that into this closure. We went out there, we handled business. we showed face how it's supposed to. We represented Do the Knowledge Radio properly. We represented ourselves properly. And next time we make that trip out there, make sure you get in touch with us and let's go out there as a crew, y'all. For real. When's the next time you think you're going out that way?
Possibly December. I was talking to Rock about that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to even Gooch, but I know definitely Rock. Me and Rock definitely talking about going out there in December. Maybe before the end of the year, maybe around the end of the year. You know. But definitely plan on going back out there soon.
Yes.
There was definitely some connections that was made, some contacts that was made that, very resourceful, and they need to be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? A lot of seeds was planted that got to be watered and tended to. So I'm going back out there to tend to that.
Cultivation is a necessity. Shout out to DJ Earl E. You know what I'm saying? He really hooked us up.
Shout out to DJ Tostics, man. Pardon me, I didn't mean to cut.
Nah, ain't a cut, God.
Tostics, man.
Yo,
like
God stick was
man.
Yeah,
I had a ball with Tostics, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just so much just dopeness, man.
Yeah.
It was just so dope, man, out there. Getting to know the brother even better than that's my first time really, really getting to kick it with the brother. It was just dope, man. Just had a ball, man.
Hey, man, 6 Ward, Reading, PA, stand up. You know what I mean? We represent all of Reading because Ty Stick, God Stick, he be throughout all of Reading. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from Reading know who that is. Sean E, if you don't know who I'm talking about. But anyhow, that's my brother, man. That's my brother cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother, but we really cousins. And so, you know what I mean? Like you said, in this warrior thing, man, we stay serious a lot. You know what I mean? Because it's a serious thing out here we do.
Exactly. It's not a game.
But the balance of that is you got to be able to, laugh and enjoy what you're fighting for. And one of the things I love about God Sticks is, you know what I'm saying, at the time that you ain't even ready for it, he got something to say that's gonna maybe change the mood or lighten it up, or at least give you a different perspective that ain't, where it is.
He might not even say nothing. He might just give you a look, man.
Yeah. And it
might not even be a word.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. So you got to keep people like that around you to keep you balanced off in the midst of this bullshit, y'all. You got to do that. If your people around you ain't helping you this way, that way, and the third, like this, then you got to change the people around you, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you still in the position you in. You know what I'm saying? And for those cats watching us make them moves, but I know the difference between your likes, your likes on Facebook and your hearts on Facebook. See, the like is the new hate. This way, you think we don't see you hating. Oh, they don't know. We know, because they ain't nothing that we done showed you while we was out there, since we've been black, here, and just put it on on social media that you should not be putting a heart on. So if you just liking it, you telling on yourself, just so you know, we know you hate it, but it's all good. Hate is love. And we'll take that and rearrange that. We're alchemists, you know what I mean? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I ain't even sweating that yet. You know what I mean? Because it was a dope time, y'all. It was a dope time. You know what I mean? Jizza. Oh man, who else? Man, it was just so many people, you know what I'm saying? we was just maintaining with folks, you know what I'm saying? And you about to see that Avenger Wu-Tang shit come together on some shit. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who know me, what I've been saying for the last 3-4 years, what was gonna happen. Now I know you seeing it happen. You know what I mean? I done told you that Joey Badass in the song Exposing the Secret is gonna revive hip hop. What you just watched at the BET Hip Hop Awards, y'all? Come on, man. When the prophet speaks, listen, or you gonna pay the price. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just that serious.
Yeah, I mean, we out here putting that work in, y'all. So the trip was dope. We got some things going. You're gonna see, y'all. We got some things coming. We got the killer Kilometry. Yeah. What did I say that right? Yeah, I said that right. Right. Yeah. The Kilometry coming with Killer Priest, and we're doing this. This is being done. Matter of fact, I'm not doing this. I'm a part of it. Let me get that right. But it's being done because Killer Priest deserves to get recognized right now while he's alive. Everybody want to recognize people when they're going, and then they can't even hear it. But when you see this and hear the stories and know how many people that he has touched within the Wu that touched the rest of the world, and how many people he touched outside of the Wu, man. And trust this, what you see on that camera is really that guy.
That's a big fact.
Yo, I have something to now aspire to, because I met a lot of cats, and almost every cat I done met, there was something about him. I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see none of that with Killer Priest. None of that. Netcha Priest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He a Netcha now. You know what I'm saying? Word is bond. You know what I'm saying? So so off of that real quick, let me touch base on something. I know you know something about this. What's up? What's your thoughts on Biden getting rid of the weed classification as a major drug issue? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, whenever it comes to these politicians and whatever they do, even if it seems to benefit me, there's always a mixed feeling behind it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But with that said, though, I mean, on the overall, I look at it as a positive that we caught, but only because of the fact that he's appealing to the lowest level of us as a people for this whole campaign of voting and popularity. They know that they're not popular right now. They know that they've only been, and I'm talking about the Democrats, they've only been basically getting in on our vote because we blindly go with them. It's not based off of no policy that they create. It's not based off of no assistance that they've been giving us, or no allyship that we share with them. So with that being said, we're starting to finally realize this shit. And in realizing this, they realizing we realize this. So now they're trying something a little bit different. It's kind of like, and I'm trying not to be all over the place, but it's kind of like when the Democrats decided, you know what? We know for a fact that the Republicans dealing with George W. got old white men so unpopular right now to the young American public that we need to start voting, that we can't give them that. So they was willing to gamble on either a woman or a black guy or somebody with a black face. They were willing to gamble with a woman or a black face. So right now, the Democrats are seeing the same type of shift going on. They know that, look, their politics aren't popular right now. So right now, they got to give insurance. They got to start giving themselves some insurance that will stay with them. And one of that is this weed thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of a shame because we're not even looking at it for what it is. It's a clear bone that they're throwing us. It may benefit some of us. It may be some relief now that we don't have to worry about certain issues, or certain issues will now be expunged from our records, which is a beautiful thing. I may personally benefit from this. Right. However, with that being said, it's still an issue of this. They're just trying to get our vote.
Right. I completely agree. I'm 125% with you on that. The what do you call it? The optimist in me says this. First of all, it's about time. And I think I seen somebody else say, like, I ain't gonna give them props from doing something they should have been did. So I'm not giving them props for that. I agree with that too. It's about time. However, I know plenty of people that shouldn't be locked up right now over something small. And again, I'm in the same boat as you. This may affect and help me out. You mean in the long run? But there's a lot of us going to jail over this. So there is a space of this is going to help us out a slight bit. it is going to help us out, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I mean, what Obama did. That's the best thing he did was declassifying the federal aspect of marijuana. And, you know what I mean, so that these states can do what they do. You know what I mean? But I give more props to Redman and to Cypress Hill for that shit. Because these cats who's now controlling the laws grew up listening to them. You know what I'm saying? And they made it okay. And made you say, hey, you know what? Weed ain't that bad. Whatever. So they get the props for that shit. Not Obama. But we can't fall for that, y'all. You can't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You can't fall for the Kansas City Shuffle. You know what I'm saying? They want you to look over here. They never give you anything without taking something way more important. Never. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Don't be all happy dancing around, chilling, like, yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Says and says and says. I kind of knew where my brother was gonna go with that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, I'm saying to the people who are paying attention, yeah, it's good, okay, but it ain't liberation. It ain't that. And trust me, they about to really lock the shit down. So if you think they're giving it, oh, that's just a distraction, don't fall for that. Stay diligent on your preparation. You know what I mean? On your training. Stay diligent on your studying. Stay diligent on your ways and your actions. You got to do that, y'all. If you do not do that, you are going to be in trouble later on. Trust that. Or don't. And just eat that. And just remember, I said that shit. You heard it here. Dang, he told me about that. Yeah, we did. And I'm gonna tell you like the story in the book called Noah. When the door closed, he said, I ain't closed that motherfucker. I can't open it. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna feel. And I'm not gonna lose no sleep over all y'all who act like they didn't want to hear this shit right now. Not none.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? We got to get it together. I was not planning on being on here too long this evening. You know, it's the first time, but y'all had to hear it. Oh, wait a second. I forgot something. Y'all got to go back. I don't remember what day that was, man. Che, what day was that you went in? He went in on AD. AD, I got to give it to AD, yo. AD got heart or something. He got something. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, you know what I mean?
I don't know what it is, but he stayed in there on the man. He was really getting pummeled, and he just held his own. It reminded me of them fight scenes in the movies where the dude is getting beat, but he just keep getting back up and just keep coming. So I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't respect the aspect of him thinking that we wasn't intelligent enough to see past this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool. However, I do respect the fight in him. You know what I'm saying? So AD, all right, man. I am not a flat earther or a round earther. I am take care of yourself person. I don't even give a shit what the earth is. I know it's a simulation. I know this isn't bullshit. I know all this is illusion. If you don't know that, then I can see why that might be important, y'all. But once you know this, I mean, handle your business with yourself. You got 42 that you got to deal with on a daily basis. You got 10 that you got to deal with on a daily basis. You got 7 that you got to remember that you're living with. You handle those, everything else is going to work itself out. Facts.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
We had fun. That was the Wednesday that we going. Was it no Friday? It was last Friday.
Friday, right. So that show, I need y'all to go back and listen and watch that that show with Killer Priest and Che. See, there they go. I was gonna talk about that. Che is on there talking about round Earth with the flat Earth, AD, and you know he giving it to him and he's socking it to him, and then the battle starts. Oh man. On a track called Flat Earth versus Sphere versus the Sphere. Wow. And it was just it wasn't even a track, y'all. It was so epic watching this go down, man. Watching it go down. And they just kept going back and forth. I'm surprised AD just kept going. He kept going like he rhyme or something. That's what he do.
I know, man. That shit was like, man, listen, I'm done, yo. Like, I'm getting tired about his endurance is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I might not win, but I'm gonna win the battle of attrition. You know
yeah.
I mean?
I'll give it to him for that. You know what I'm saying? That shoot. Man, that was great though. But so y'all need to just go check out the show. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Get Killer Priest's numbers up. You know what I'm saying? They're up. We didn't get them up. You know what I'm saying? Let us do our part. You know what I mean? To help him out. You know what I'm saying? And then reciprocate that. Bring everybody from over there over their head too. You know what I'm saying? Holla at us. You know what I'm saying? See what it is. I mean, Do the Knowledge Radio is on all the time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. What's next for you, God? What's next for you? What's going on? I mean, you got a show, you got a film coming, or you got a series you're doing, right?
Well, I got the series I'm working on. It's crazy you talk about it because I actually haven't put out any episodes lately. I'm behind schedule, but I'm tightening up. The last 2 days I've been in the lab tightening up. Last 3 days, pardon me, I've been in the lab tightening up this next episode, which is crazy, where I'm going in and talking about Rome and Greece and the Cretans and the Mycenaeans and just the whole African origin of the oldest civilization of Europe. So, I really go in deep on that one right there.
Yeah. Wow. Yo. Y'all are missing it if you ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? He was breaking it down. He was breaking it down on Killer Priest to the point where Killer Priest was like, "No, you gotta come back on here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gotta have you on by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope build. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to the shows, man.
Yeah, it should be, like I said, it should be, hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow. Possibly tonight, but hopefully it'll be up by tomorrow sometime.
Make sure you tag. Where can everybody go to get it?
Just go to YouTube and type in Shay Black, and my channel pops right up. All my stuff pops right up for him. So, type in Shay Black. It's Channel Che on YouTube. Like, you could go to type in Channel Che, or you could just type in Shay Black.
Yo, while you on here too, I'd like to address something because we ain't really address it, and we ain't really gonna address it, but I'm gonna address it this way. There's a lot of you people who got problems with my brother right here. I know you do. That's my brother though, and I say to you this: he with no sin, pick that motherfucking rock up and throw it. You know you fucking up too. That's what you're doing. That's why you can't. That's why you popping that shit. But you're gonna cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? We building here. And that fake RBG bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Where you get into some motherfucking you know how these niggas do. You know how COINTELPRO do. You know it. And you still fall for it every day. That fake bullshit, I don't respect that shit. So you put in the work, you put in the time over here with me, you mean? That's what it is. And I qualify the movements of my brother Shay Black. Y'all got an issue with that? You know what I mean? Go ahead, check my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm your OG's OG, most likely. Or at least his brother.
Word.
So shut that shit up. All right. I just wanted to address that.
I appreciate that. It's crazy. I don't even be really noticing it like that no more. Like, hey,
they got a problem with Che, fuck him.
I used to notice that shit. I don't notice that shit no more. Yo, peace, Lord. Peace.
They got a problem with Che Black, fuck them. And their families. Fuck them. Straight like that.
Good knowledge came out of nowhere with that one.
Yo. he had to jump off of that shit. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So
as long as they know, just we all men.
Yeah.
So no dealing with a man.
You got a problem with him, address him. Stop asking fucking questions, y'all. Address him. You know what I'm saying? This shit's corny. It's goofy. You know what I'm saying? And we in the midst of this. I'll say it to y'all like this. Is that what Baba Baruti would do? Oh, yeah, I didn't think so. Check yourself, niggas. Because you acting like niggas right now. You gods, and you acting like niggas. Cut that shit out. Handle your business. Let's get this thing going, because we fighting somebody else. Ain't no time to be fighting each other. But I do abide by Malcolm, and I do abide by the Haitian Revolution rules. Take them house niggas out first, no matter where they at, on the field or in the building.
Word. Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah. And if y'all disagree with that, then you're really not for the liberation you popping. You're not, because the only people who got liberated did that. So follow the rules.
Nah, we moving forward, man. We got a lot of positive shit going, man. Like, we got a lot of good shit going. You know,
Great.
As long as we're moving forward, it's like it's hard to see shit that's behind you when you're moving forward.
Right.
It's hard to look backwards when you actually moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be keeping the 360 though. Shout out to my brother Andre, my natural brother Andre. I'll be keeping the 360 vision.
That's a fact.
But I've been on security for at least 35 years of my life. So you know what I'm saying?
Your head got to stay on the swivel. That's a fact. We don't deny that. But you know, it's the focal point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the focal point. You know, so we moving in a certain direction. We got to know where we headed, because that's how you crash. You know what I mean? Like we really moving in a certain direction, and when you really moving in a certain direction, you have a path. You have a path to go. You know what I mean? And we not following trails. We creating our own path right now.
Right.
So receiving is different. You know what I'm saying?
So
for me personally, it's hard for me to see a lot of things that would distract that. You know what I mean?
Staying focused. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. See, you don't have to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it, though. And I can, because it's my show. I'm allowed to do this shit. Yeah, so when you focus like he's talking about, he's not even concerned about y'all. I'm focused on what it is, but I'm also hearing the things from the side. And the reason why I'm hearing it is because you either bringing it to me, you addressing me, you talking to me, but you not talking to him. But
and that's what it really be.
That's
really
cool.
What the problem be. Like, I was just about to say that I'm missing a lot of it because it's not coming direct, and it's so indirect that it's like I don't be catching the current, because I'm so out of the way of that current that it's like I ain't even know that was even anything for me over in that direction. Because when I came through, it was all white flags and Hallmark cards. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
I can't really tell.
I saw the same thing. So that being the case, that means I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about nothing.
I'm approachable. You know what I mean?
I
don't think though, just because I'm approachable, that you're gonna just express however you know your opinion all freely. Like, ain't no consequence to that shit. But at the end of the day, feel free to. If that's how you feel, really feel free to do it though.
Man up, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying word to bit.
But when you understand that, that's what it is though. When you understand, you know, consequences and repercussions, as they say, when you really understand that, you know what I mean, no matter what you say, you still know how to move. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you say, you still know how to think. You know what I mean? You still know, okay, let me not say this because this is going to create this issue right here that I don't really want.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but when you see me with the weed in my hand, no, I want all the smoke, know exactly who I am. Yeah. So, yeah, I take that. I blow that shit right the fuck on out. I'm an air sign, y'all. So, yeah, man, tell him again how to get in touch with you, what do, where to go. You know what I'm saying? And yo, man, we gotta get these tracks, man.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the itch, bro. I seen the itch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they threw the beat on. It was dope. Yeah, I mean, I had the essence in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's my man's name? Sammy O.
Sammy O.
Yeah, shout out to Sammy O too. What
Definitely
was his name? What was the name of his products? Beach Bum.
Yeah.
I think it's Beach Bum Liquor. Man, what? Let me tell y'all. Whoo! I had to get up off that table because I knew what was coming. He pulled out 2 bottles and he broke it open, and everybody took a shot. That first shot said, "Uh-oh." That second shot said, "You better get up now."
I had to get up from that table because I already knew what was coming. Like I was like, man, I'm about to say whatever. Like even right now in the conversation, there's still a level of humility there's still a level of restraint of certain things that I could easily say, even discuss and talk about, but it's like it don't be worth the energy sometimes. But you get me in that mood, it's like, man, listen, you know what? While I'm at it, while we at it.
Yeah,
man.
And by the way,
because I already was like, man, listen, I don't feel like hearing no bullshit right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm already hearing this flat earth shit. And I'm already hearing the whole curvature. And it's like, we done already talked about the curvature. Move on from that. Like, there was no point to move on from. And it's like, it's crazy that I sat back and I actually watched the episode the other day. And I was sitting there looking at it like, I would have rather, see, because, we were just going off. It was just me going off. But I would rather have got one of them dudes that's really serious about that shit and really sat down and went point for point with him. You understand what I'm saying? Because, there's just a lot of shit that's not going to jive that these guys who, if you're going to sit there and act like we don't know nothing, then just act like we don't know nothing. But stop acting like you know something and we don't know nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the narrative. Oh, none of us really know. All right, well, if none of us really know, stop telling me you know and I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Ooh. Point taken. Point taken.
Understand how many holes is in your theory before you come to me with mine. Like, mine is more, like, if you could poke a hole in mine, right? If you could poke 1 or 2 holes in my theory, how many is in yours that you just ignoring just to say that the ones that you poked in mine is that much bigger? Nah, we done got your shit looking like a fucking fishnet right now. You know what I mean? And you still talking about one thing that we done already said that, man, you can't disprove either. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you start talking about me and you personally, we limited. Neither one of us is going in the spaceship right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we physically limited to what we can show and prove if it's just me and you having the debate. So if you want to take it there and then take it to what we can't prove, I want to just shut up. Because you can't prove nothing now. So there's no point of even getting at me.
Right. Let's talk about something else.
Exactly. Talk about something you can prove. Because right now you're telling me you can't prove shit. So you not being able to prove shit means that this is a waste of both of our conversation.
And to me, it was over when you asked them about the Dogon. They ain't had no answer. What's that? Oh no, it's over.
I should have just told him the conversation. Well, I should have just told him, no, ain't no more to talk about that. I should have told him that. That was me. That was me. Playing with my food. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I used to play with my food a lot. You feel me?
Yeah. I know exactly what you said. You know what I mean?
I was just playing with my food, man.
It became a food fight in that joint after a while. You know what I mean? And the food fight is fun, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had a food fight, you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. But if you ever had a food fight, woo, boy, you get to release a whole bunch of things. You come out of that feeling great, sloppy, but you feel great.
Exactly. That was a good old fashioned food fight. If you guys have seen one,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point where it was like, yo, I'm just talking, man. And it's funny because I read the comments after the fact,
right?
And like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, most of the people with sense, just didn't even comment because looking at the views and the comments, but like a lot of people was really pissed at me. I guess it was the flat earthers really felt like they needed to say something. You know when you know you lost the fight, but you don't want to admit it. You want to act like you still got fight in you.
Right,
the fight
right.
over. You know, watch this motherfucker get his ass whooped. The fight is all over. They done picked him up off the ground, woke him up, but now he need to be restrained. Now he need to be held back because he trying to get at the person trying to kill him. The person done left. They done went home and then went home. They eating dinner by now. They woke you up. You trying to get at this person.
Yeah, where you at? Where? I still got fight in me. Nah, bro. Fight
Exactly.
over.
Nah, man, that shit over, man. just like kill Margaret. We'll kill Margaret. Black Panther. Man, that shit over, yo. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That shit over, that shit over already, yo.
Oh man, I'm still alive. Whatever, nigga. You got thrown off the side of the building. Yeah, it's over.
That shit over, yo. It don't mean nothing to me, yo.
Oh man, yeah, bro. Yeah. It was an amazing situation. You know what I mean? But I definitely didn't want to miss out, you know what I mean, on that part of the night of the whole strong keep that we was out there, you know what I'm saying? Man, it was just everybody fit where they needed to, everybody did what they needed to, everybody filled in, and you know what I'm saying? Shoot, man, if we got a flat tire, y'all. We got a flat tire in the rental. If we wouldn't have got that flat tire in the rental, we would have been in Arizona with Wu-Tang. This is a fact. But we got a flat tire, so that stopped us from doing that. Stopped us from going to Vegas too. We would have did that too. Next time, y'all. Man, it was a dope time, bro. Listen, I mean, I'm up for some music right now. You know what I'm saying? Let them hear that. Let them hear that prophetic verse that I did about Joey Badass. Y'all was probably wondering why I even brought that up about Joey Badass and like, why are you bringing him up? Because he's in my young top 5, yo. You know what I'm saying? He not in your young top 5, then you probably don't even know music. You know what I'm saying?
Joey Badass is definitely, and it's crazy because I don't even know his music like that, but I like just when I see him in interviews and whatnot. I like his character.
Yeah, that's
the way he's displayed.
I met him twice doing security, and you know me, young brother was good brother. I'm just saying, he ain't qualifying what you're saying. Good brother.
I also say this too, though. Like I tell a lot of my peers this, man. I'm allowed not to really like, as far as, you know, my taste wise. I'm allowed not to like the what the younger cats is doing. You know what I mean? I'm allowed not to like that. Not, you know, I'm not allowed to hate on it, but I'm allowed not to like it because at the end of the day, you know, I'm 44 now, and you know, when I was 16, like, me and my pops didn't listen to the same music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm allowed to have my own taste and not really vibe with music from younger people for younger people are creating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like it's even a topic that I feel like we should even discuss when it comes to, you know, our favorite hip hop artists. Are we the reason why our favorite hip hop artists fell off? You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about our generation and right around, you know, a little younger, a little older, but right around where we at. Are we the reason why our favorite artists fell off? Because I still want to hear them, but it's funny because we only still want to hear them when they was hot. In the time they was hot.
Okay.
You know okay. And that's almost unfair because it's like we don't want to hear a lot of the new stuff going on. And you got, like, I was listening to an Ice Cube album that one of the last albums he came out with, and it's actually classic Ice Cube material. Like listening to the music is like the classic, the type of shit that Ice Cube was classically known to put out. And it's like he consciously looked at it and said, "Yo, I have an audience that's this is who they are.
Right.
This is who I'm literally making this project for. My audience." And you know, I thought about it and I started listening to a lot of artists that I like, that I don't listen to, that I don't even realize they got 4, 5, or 6 albums out that I've never even heard a song from. And I'm going back and reviewing a lot of it. And a lot of it is some great work from them. Yeah. You know, it's like some of the best work from them outside of the period where they were at their peak. Right. You know, because everyone, you know, not everyone, but a lot of these artists had their fall off period where they had the album or two that just like they wasn't doing it like they used to do it. But I'm hearing a lot of the music and it's like, damn, if they was doing this even back then, maybe they would have never fell off for someone like me. But back to my case in point, like listening to that, I'm sitting there saying, wow, there's a whole lane of music by artists that I still love or appreciate their music, that's still making music that I still can listen to. Like, I don't have to sit there and complain about what's going on in hip hop. You know what I mean? That's what's popping right now. That's pop music. That's pop.
Right.
You know, I was never into the pop, and now that I'm older, I'm even less into it because I'm less focused on popular culture.
Right.
So saying all of that is like, I'm allowed not to like it, but you know, to hate on it is different because, like I said, it's natural to not listen to what my 16, 17-year-old children are listening to.
Right.
It's natural. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, that culture is an extension of the culture that we was a part of. It's not like when my father was, you know, I was a young kid and I'm listening to hip hop and my father has no relatability. You understand what I'm saying? We're a generation that was raised into hip hop. So it's a little bit different with us and our children. Because for us, a lot of times it's more of how it's being done as opposed to how it used to be done. Whereas for our parents, it was more or less of what they were doing to what we were doing was completely foreign.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times we got to remember that as elders, and the young children, the youth got to know that. Like, we have to remember it, but they have to know it. And we don't extend a hand to share that message. You know what I'm saying? And so, and really, we cut the hand off, you know what I mean, before they could even reach out. You know what I'm saying? We was gone before they could even pick it up. By the time these 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, you mean, like, if you 22 years old, you was born in 2000. So by the time you got that, shit was out the window. It was fucked up since 1996.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You don't know nothing about what it was. You know what I'm saying? And when I bring up people like even Public Enemy, like it should be one of the most known groups right now. Like in rock music, you can't bring up Led Zeppelin, and these new cats who listen to rock music don't know who Led Zeppelin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you bring up Public Enemy, cats is like, huh? You got to say Flavor Flav, and they be like, yeah, I think I know who that is. The guy with the clock. Yeah. You mean, so that's just crazy that it's like that. You know what I mean? So I know for me, Vintage Season is part of bringing, kind of bridging that gap, but first letting the world know that over 35, you got a bunch of cats who still doing their thing, just like you said, and doing in some of the best music they've ever put out in their entire life. You don't even know them yet. You know what I'm saying? I happen to know a lot of these people, so I'm working to bring them to the people. But at the same time, I know some of these young cats who nice. So just because they're young don't mean you know what I mean. And they're hip hop. They're nice in the hip hop, but they're also pop. And so I can respect it. They actually help me respect what they do now. You know what I'm saying? Because they pointed the differences in the new sounding pop hip hop. And so there is differences there. So I get it. I mean, they're all children of the Migos, you know what I'm saying? But there's different realms and different lanes. And I have to commend that as hip hop. That is hip hop. That's what we do. We take something that we got and make something new with it.
Exactly.
So I respect that aspect. That's why I said I respect a rapper going into the studio and doing what they're doing and coming up with the melodies and all that. That's some different shit. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I respect it. But I love the MC.
Look at what was going on in the 90s. Look at what was going on in the mid-90s on the hip-hop scene.
Right.
What was better than 1996 as far as like lyricism, being married to the beat?
Yeah.
Like who was like albums like It Was Written, Helter Skelter, Operation Nocturnal, with Sean Price and rock. Like these dudes was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the level of lyricism you had, like you didn't want to be corny.
Right.
You know,
right.
Like
If you was corny, you had one, like you was a one-hit wonder if you didn't have bars. You was a blase. Like a couple of them blase niggas stuck came through, but you didn't have no skills. You was over.
That was it.
If you couldn't get on a doo-wop or a clue tape and tear that shit down, it was over.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, after Master P, that changed. After Master P,
it became song orientated as opposed to MC orientated.
Right.
See, the game used to be based on you would hear the MC and then wonder what kind of songs he could put together and wait to hear. Like we heard in the 90s, more in the 90s than in the 80s. In the 80s, you know, we was hearing the initial artists putting out songs and whatnot that was making it to the radio because it was the new shit. That's how we was getting it. We was getting it like that. But the way that they was creating it was the same way that we started hearing it in the 90s. You started hearing these artists on the mixtapes or on somebody else's album or project or on the radio station. Somebody done brought them up with them and was like, yo, this is my man's. And you like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You like, what that boy say his name was?
Yep.
What that group say they was? Who was them? Who was that crew? Oh, that was them niggas that was on such and such album. I remember them from such and such. You understand? And the anticipation. Now you hearing them on a whole bunch of mixtapes. One song, they might not even have a song out. The song, you might hear the song on the mixtape for the first time. Now the song out, but there was anticipation because of the skills.
Mm-hmm. What they gonna say next? Right.
Now you're not hearing what can I listen to that the Migos is doing without a beat?
Right. Yeah.
What can I listen to of them on a beat that they have no connection to that will make me be like, yo, they killing this shit? Absolutely nothing. Because it's not based on their skills. It's based on the melody in the song. It's based on, you know, the song. So it's not a skill-based art no more. It's just an art now.
I would like to point out that I do appreciate hearing some of that new melody and such and such. I will point out that back in the day when I would freestyle, and those people who know me know this, if you heard the freestyles back in the day, I used to do that just for the fun of it. But I would be saying something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So even if I don't like y'all personally, it's because of what you saying. Not that I don't think you ain't skilled. Shit. I think there's a bunch of people who skilled, but if they ain't saying something to me, if they not helping me reconnect, you know what I mean, synopsis in my brain, if I don't feel that real, like, oh, I had to think about that, man, it's nothing to me then. You know what I mean? It's fast food. I don't eat fast food. So whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody my age who grew up rapping, they understood that battling was part of the art. There was no going around that part, whether you wanted to or not. You might have someone said he could rap, you spit a rhyme, next thing you know, somebody just jumps up and attacks you. Yeah. Like that was just how it was. And you know, and I'm only saying that to say, like, what made you an artist, what shaped you in the skill, that shit right there not existing. Like Redman was one of the first artists I knew, and I'm going back before everybody else knew. He was one of the first artists I knew who used to do the chanting and all that shit and his rapping all crazy. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And like I remember seeing him do that shit at shows and whatnot, to shit that ain't even songs. He just melodies that he would put together and he be rapping along with and whatnot. But I'm saying all that to say, like, he was an MC still. He still could rip your ass on a motherfucking mic. Yeah. And I think that right there, the passion to even want to do that. When that failed, when that died out of the music, I'm not saying that, you know, I had my own personal feelings. I'm not saying that it made it trash or not, but it took a lot of the essence out of the game to me. Right.
You know, I remember when Styles P said, "Yo, rappers is all friendly now. Everybody, that shit corny." Like, I get that. Cause everybody's friend now.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, it was like, man, you know, you always assume rappers had beef until you seen them together because you didn't hear them together a lot.
Right.
Like the stories we hear about now in the 90s, I mean, now we hear about now that happened in the late 90s and whatnot, in the early 2000s. We didn't even know a lot of these artists was kicking it together.
Mm-hmm. You knew that? Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at a clip of Nas. He's sitting there with sticky fingers hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, and when you look at it, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you wasn't thinking about that like that.
Exactly. You're not looking at it like that. You're not looking at it from that angle. So, you know, to us, and then we also remember, like, there was always a shot taken. Like, there was always some subliminal shit that was taken at another artist. You know what I'm saying? Every time a new rapper came out, I should say, every time your rapper came back out with a new album, there was always something on there that made you think he took a shot at somebody that was either new or a rival that he had or something.
You listening for it. I'm still listening for it to this day. I'll be listening for it. You know what I'm saying? I heard something on the Avengers album. It was like, ooh, I know what he's talking about. So yeah, it's still there. You know what I mean? If you really are into the essence of hip hop and words, you know what I mean? That's what you're looking for.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because even if they're not talking about another MC, you talking about somebody. You know what I'm saying? So
we want to know who.
Yeah. Even if you're talking about yourself, you're still talking about somebody. But the question is always remains, who is it you're speaking on? You know what I mean? And you got to be able to tell them that in the music, in the words. You know what I'm saying? And
so, you know, and it's funny, you said you blame Master P. I blame, like, DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? I blame, you know, that era.
The West Coast?
Not so much the West Coast. I don't blame the West Coast. I blame a certain style and a certain attitude that was coming out of the West Coast that bled into the South heavily.
All right, you got to explain that with me, because I like Quick. Why Quick?
All right, I say Quick, and it goes back to an interview that Quick made back in the 90s. Quick did. It was I believe this interview is on not the show, but what's the other one? Rhyme and Reason. I believe you can see it on Rhyme and Reason.
Yeah.
In it, he speaks on the difference between the East Coast and West Coast sound, which at that particular time was really becoming pronounced. Because in the beginning, there was no East Coast, West Coast sound.
Right.
But at that particular time, you know, we already had Dre, we already had Snoop, we already had Warren G. You know what I'm saying? So he made a statement and said, on the West Coast, he said the East Coast has this real big tenacity for lyricism, where they go really hard with the lyricism. Right. So on the West Coast, we don't give a fuck about the lyrics. It's all about the beats.
Oh, ye did say that.
And when he said that, that attitude started actually taking place. That wasn't always the attitude on the West Coast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The attitude on the West Coast was, we rappers just like y'all rappers. It was rap.
Yeah. I mean, because you got Farside, you got Freestyle Fellowship, you got hieroglyphics. Oh my God. Cats is lyricists.
But now we're looking at Too Short now. And Too Short came out in the 80s at a point where his style fit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But now his style hasn't advanced. And we're in 1996. You know what I'm saying? We're in 1996 and Too Short still raps like he was in 1988.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And then you have DJ Quick, who I actually like DJ Quick's music. I'm actually not an anti-DJ Quick person.
Right.
But I'm saying,
I understand what you get.
Him having that attitude and making that statement was a real statement. You know what I'm saying? Because then you started having all these different rappers who were coming out of the West Coast, who it was all about the beat and it was all about the cadence of the flow as opposed to what they was actually even saying.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where they were saying a bunch of bullshit. Like a lot of them was just saying real simple shit.
It's even to the point where even nowadays, if you're saying something too complex right now, it's gonna drive people crazy. Like I ain't dumbing down what I'm saying, right? I'm just gonna take words because I was giving people the whole John, like, hey, let me explain this to you. Now you got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's their fault. Because when I give it to them and spell it out to them, it's too much. Oh, really? All right. Then here, take this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you get. But I want to also bring out on the East Coast, I don't remember when this happened. I don't remember the date that they said it, but who cares who writes the rhymes? I write the checks. So when you mix who cares about the rhymes, we care about the beat. And then you with who cares who writes the rhymes? I write the checks. Oh man, that shit threw everything else out the window. Everything that would cultivate the art, cultivate you doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Being concerned about being better and improving yourself is just out the window right now, as long as there's a groove and you get paid for it. Don't matter who wrote it. That shit's
my
crazy.
question is, can you really put that on the East Coast though? I mean, it was an East Coast so-called artist who said that shit. It was Diddy who said the statement. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because, like, as an artist on the East Coast, you know what I mean, his acceptance was never as an MC. Like, no one ever accepted him as an MC. He was barely accepted as a producer, if you want to get technical. You know what I'm saying? He was respected for what he did. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a mogul. And I'm saying that because, you know, I do know the statement. And I feel like that's not a good. I agree wholeheartedly about everything you said about the statement. Only thing I feel is this: can I really attribute that to an East Coast attitude, or was that more of a suit out of place, a suit with a paintbrush?
Well,
Can't paint a picture. Who just signed his name on somebody else's art?
I would say this. There was a conversation in small towns, right, about lyrics, writing, ghostwriting, and all that. And in the small towns, and not the big cities, but I was in a bunch of small towns. The same conversation was being had. You know what I'm saying? About how it wasn't important or wasn't not important. We was already going with it's more important. People was going with it's more important about the cadence and the flow, which to me is just similar to what Quick was saying. You know what I'm saying? It's about the music. They just want to get, you got to make them bop. You know, as long as people are bopping, that's all that matters. But I disagree. And so in my disagreements, who writes the rhymes is just as important as what's being said. And so to me, it may not have turned the tide, but it definitely helped put fuel in the back of we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what you're saying. Like, nah, you can't put it all on the East Coast. But it did come from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not have been Quick, but Quick was the representation of what people was feeling. You know what I mean? At that time on the West Coast. Just like Diddy was the representation of what people didn't give a fuck about anymore on the East Coast. So if you don't care about that, I mean, now the rhyme itself is number 3. You know what I'm saying? The beat is first, the flow and whatever, and how you make people move is second, and then whatever you're saying kind of comes to the point.
I'm looking at that time in hip hop, right? I'm going right back to that time in hip hop because I was around 2000 and that was about 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
Where outside of just 50 Cent and Jay-Z, not the West Coast, the South was completely dominating hip hop music.
Right.
Lyricism at that point in time was at an all-time low. Cam was just about to come out again with some of the weakest lyrics he's ever come with and kill the game with it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the trajectory of that particular time of hip hop was definitely not the same. Nor when Puffy's made the statement in a rhyme, did he speak for New York? Like, he wasn't saying this is how we do in New York.
Gotcha.
He was saying to all you New York critics and all you, because really his criticism for not writing his rhymes didn't come from no other place but the East Coast.
Right. You true.
So his statement was more saying, look, I agree, like I said, not to backpedal. I agree that it was definitely a statement that was disrespectful to the artist and to the art.
Right.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. But when Quick made the statement, he made the statement actually speaking for the West Coast, saying on the West Coast and on the East Coast, this is what it is. This is the difference between us.
I see. Yeah.
Whereas he wasn't saying, yo, on the East Coast, this is how we feel, and everybody else don't feel like that. Because at that particular time, the attitude that he was actually expressing was already being shown with artists like Baby, Master P. You know what I mean? Like when you said you can blame Master P, like Master P definitely was a big spearhead in the making that whole lyricism and being dope not matter. Because Master P was so trash and was so popular and popping, and then his brother was even more trash and was able to pop off, that it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what does it matter anymore?
Exactly. So like your point is definitely well taken as far as what you said about that. You know, like I said, I don't know if I can really put that on the East Coast with Puffy saying that statement, and I felt like by that time the East Coast didn't have a foot in the fight, didn't have a race in the fight no more. Yeah.
It was over.
Because even 50 Cent, who came out of New York, was in LA.
Yeah. He went right to LA. You know what I'm saying? His major contract was with, you know what I mean, that dude and Dre. Exactly. And he ain't going nowhere else after that. He ain't never leaving that. He don't care how much money they getting from him. He loves it over there.
So it's like his whole attitude was like, yeah, he's an East Coast artist, but he didn't have that. Like, he had a lot of that down south swing and a lot of that West Coast flavor. Just the artist he was being around.
Yeah. I mean, he went right over there and connected with Game, who ends up being
connected with Buck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that, hey, I feel what you're saying on that. You know what I mean? I got that. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. That was more Puffy in a personal situation. After that though, what comes after that is more people agreeing with Puffy.
More people being comfortable to be able to, because more people were secretly off that time anyway.
Anyhow.
Now somebody like Puff is saying it, it's like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar, I think Sauce Money was writing Jay-Z's rhymes, and I think Jay Electronica is writing Jay-Z's rhymes now. Anyhow. You know
I would hope not.
They signed a DBA.
Jay-Z rhymes on the Jay Electronica album that they had was so much better than Jay Electronica's rhymes for the most part. That, and it's my opinion, like when I listen to that shit, like I like the album and then I stopped liking it, and then I realized why I stopped liking it. I stopped liking it because I was tired of hearing Jay-Z out-rhyme Jay Electronica. Like, that's never supposed to happen. So as I'm listening to it, I'm like, what the fuck?
I gotta say this. On this new album that I have out right now, it'll be Vintage Season Volume 1. I specifically put people on it and just, and my rhymes are my rhymes, whatever. But I wanted my people to shine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even care if they outshine me on the rhymes on my song on the album. That was the purpose for me for this album. But it also brought forth the vengeance. So you know what I mean, I win-win. Doesn't matter to me. However, I do know and understand what you're saying. After 20 years of not coming out with an album, you ain't supposed to have somebody else on your album that much doing that. You could have
doing what Jake did.
Yeah, you could have had other people on your album too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
that's not doing what Jake did. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't have mind if it was him doing what. I wouldn't have mind if that was him and Jake, but he did what Jake did.
Like I wouldn't have mind hearing him out rapping Jay the whole album. Jay is Jay. Like Jay don't even rap like that, man. Jay not even as nice as he was on that album.
This is what I was saying to people.
You know
like,
what I mean?
But you hear what he just said? Holy shit.
I don't agree with your statement only because I personally feel like Jay-Z is one of the best rappers ever. Like I've heard him freestyle. I heard Jay-Z at his, like, I don't think he's the most best consistent. That's the thing. Like, I think consistently he can't give you that. But like, if you hear Jay right now, right, a lot of the verses he's spitting, maybe not this last one, but a lot of these verses he's spitting is so crazy because, yo, it's like Andre 3000. Yeah. There's nothing to be able to sit there and do that twice or 3 times a year.
Yeah. I agree. I listen. I think Jay is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like his double and triple entendres. You know what I'm saying? Like if people don't like Jay, it's because they didn't hear that shit. They don't know what they're listening to. But I do, so I get it. So that's why I like he nice. But I think that, and Jay Electronica is my man. It's like for real. Like I know the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he know me, I know him. Blah blah blah. So I liked the album. However, I really like Jay-Z's rhymes on the album. You know what I'm saying? And I wish he would have said, "This is an album. This is a double J album." You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And let us know. Oh, we did an EP together.
You gotta look at the business part, man. That album wouldn't have came out if it wasn't for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
So, Jay-Z, they said they did the album, 7 days or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Or 30 days. I think they said 30 days. They locked in for a month or something like that and just put the album out. That album doesn't sound like 30 days of locking in the studio. It don't even sound like it was finished as far as the mix. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to the mix on it, like, the mix is terrible on that album.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that to say, like, when I listen to that album, it sounds like all business. It sounds like, yo, Jay, I done signed you. I done gave you all this money.
Yeah. You got
we gotta release something, bro.
Yeah, and so Jay-Z got on the track to fuel him to get on the track. It just so happened that wow.
If we gotta do this, we gotta do another Watch the Throne, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're putting this album out.
Yeah. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, I'm not wasting my money, bro. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I could see that. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. Especially since I just went through that. I can see that.
He said, look, you ain't gonna shoot no videos and you ain't gonna do nothing like that. You don't want to do no promotion. You just want to drop an album and just leave it like that. All right, fine. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the best I can do to make this album something.
Yeah.
And the best I can do is I'm gonna feature myself on it.
Right. Because you can't afford this, so I'll do it. You know what though? Erica said he wasn't gonna come out with an album for another 20 years. So I kind of anticipated.
Erica said, man, everybody ain't made to put an album out. When I heard that statement, I said, oh man, here we go with this bullshit.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that shit ain't coming out for a minute.
Now they talking some crazy shit. Like now they talking some shit that don't even make sense no more. Like y'all got too artsy now. Y'all talking about rappers not even putting out albums now. You know what I mean?
20 years, like what? You know what I'm saying? Look what Mose and Talib did. No, you want the album, you have to come to the art gallery. What? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
They ain't even that dope to do that though, man.
Hey.
They're not even that dope to do that.
And what's crazy is Killer Priest is putting out albums after album after album after album, yo. And they're ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like every album Killer Priest puts out lyrically is like something else. What the?
That Native American Indian shit he did.
What? Bruh, I was just listening to it yesterday, man. Like, yo.
Voices, how he be flipping his voice in it and whatnot. I was like, yo, this shit. You know what I mean? And then it's like, it's more personal now, more personable now.
Right.
And I got to meet the guy and spend time with him. So now it's like, I hear his personality more in the rhymes even more now.
Man, and I know it's true. I could, you know what I mean? I was 98% sure that what I was hearing was really this dude. You know, you hear rhymes, he can't be that dude. But I was like, nah, Killer Priest that dude. But yes, yo, he's that dude. Yes, it is really real. You know what I'm saying? And this is an admiration for an artist and a person, not just the artist, but him as a person. You all know how difficult it is to find quality people right now, right? Man, just imagine finding somebody who's not just quality as a person, but he's ridiculous in the craft that he does, whatever, or she does, whatever it is. Well, yes, sir. We had to put him on. You know what I'm saying? We had to put him on Squad with the Vengeance. He in so many groups anyhow. So
Yeah.
might as well be in art. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. But the perks of that is, you mean, we're gonna be doing music with him. So, you know what I mean? As it was dope. It's dope.
Yeah, nah, like I said, man, coming from I was a big fan of heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? And even Priesthood, like these is albums that really played a lot. Even View from Masada, like these is albums that was in my car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Taking trips with these albums.
Right.
You know what I mean? Priesthood and metal, heavy metal. I remember riding up and down Route 1 every day listening to that. You know, and that was one of them albums that I let ride from the beginning.
Yeah. You gotta do that, yo. Priest albums, you gotta do that because, matter of fact, I go back every time. I rewind it. Like the first time I'm listening to it, most of the times I listen to an album all the way through and then I go back. But I gotta hear that again. Did you hear what he said? Oh man. I feel like I'm getting overstuffed. You know what I'm saying? With information, whenever I listen to his album.
Yeah.
I love it. Anybody not listening to Killer Priest, I'm gonna tell you why you're not listening. I mean, this is just the honesty in it. You can't comprehend what's going on, and if you do, you're shook because you now realize how slow your life is when you can catch what he's saying. We already knew it, so it's joy for us, but for y'all, who really believe this, for y'all who really believe in what you think you live in, man, that must be terrifying for you. You must be shook, like, wow. When you realize everything that you've been doing it ain't really worth the time and energy you've been putting to it. When you realize that, man, listen, holler at us. ULCGR8 at gmail.com. We got some money for you when you ready to, you know what I mean, get your business problem. We got you. You don't even need the business plan. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? For real. For truth. Plug, you know, I had to plug. I had to put it in there. You know what I mean? Sponsors need their time too. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Again, if you in New Jersey, where you supposed to go to get your face?
Go to the Loft Barbershop. It's in Clementon, Blackwood, New Jersey, Camden County. If you're in the Camden County area, check it out. The Loft Barbershop.
Yes, sir.
I love my man Paris.
Yeah, you gonna see the cut in the video when the video come out. He did the my face cut. You know what I mean? He hooked it up too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look like it was airbrushed on y'all, man.
Word, yeah, hey, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, my hair was done by Telebeauty. You know what I mean? But it was like a week old. You know what I'm saying? I have been sleeping, we have been up, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? 3,000 miles it flew. You know what I'm saying?
Brother was walking around with the grizzly by then. I ain't gonna hold you, man. But when he walking around with the grizzly by that time.
When he trimmed it up, though, looked like I had a fresh dude. I was like, oh man, you made my hair look better. Yeah. So you mean I gotta shout him out? You know what I'm saying?
He brought back that with the mother. What's the who them was you had got? You said cut you.
What you mean? Wait, huh?
Who gave you your cut before you came out?
Oh, who was?
You just
Yeah.
shouted them out.
Oh yeah, no. Tell a beauty. Yeah. Now they
Tell
did.
the beauty. That's what I'm saying. Like he brought the magic. Like
yeah,
you know they. He brought their magic right back.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
They little tighten up, and now you can see the magic thing because the magic was still there from what they did. Now he brought that back alive a little bit.
Yeah. She nice with it too, man. I could keep my hair. She'll do my hair. I could keep it in for like almost a month. I could wash my hair while it's in braids, and it still stays in the braid. Yeah, she's ridiculous with it, yo. If you got locks and you want to get your work done, tell her beauty is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Shout her out, man. That's my sis, man.
Grow some locks just to go there and get my hair done.
Yeah. She do the braids too. You know what I'm saying? She nice with it. She nice with it. You know what I mean? And she do all facets of the hair. You know what I'm saying? All facets of the hair. So you know what I mean, go shout her out. You know what I mean? She got a nice little booth, a nice little spot too. You know what I mean? Comfortable. You know what I mean? You go in there, might even get a little sip of something while you sitting there waiting to get your hair done. You know what I mean? Good people. Word. Hey, y'all. I ain't gonna be on here too long. You know what I'm saying? I said that at 9 something. It's almost 11 o'clock. But you know what I mean? The convo, the Godvo has been dope. And you know, when we speaking that hip hop, you know what I mean? It's always time to speak hip hop over here. We had the Check the Mind show talking about what happened in LA, and then we had the vintage season aspect talking about hip hop and the differences. I will close out my portion of that part by saying, young folk, make the music that you make, but understand you're responsible for the words coming out of your mouth, and whatever you make, if it blow up, you got to do that for the rest of your life. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? And your children and grandchildren listen to that. How you want them to come up. Just like you or better.
That's a fact.
So shout out though. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, definitely, man. Shout out to Mike Chambers, man. He be going hard, Chambers. Man. He be definitely showing a lot of love. And
yeah, bro.
I'm kicked off of Facebook right now, so I can't like he be tagging a brother and all that. And I don't want to think I'm ignoring him or not. I just can't respond to none of that shit. But that brother, man, he show a lot of love, man. Yeah. Shout out to that brother Mike Chambers, man.
Hey, man, he got the essence of the pharaohs on him, God. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, man. 29th. I mean, I should have said this earlier. My apologies, y'all. I'll be doing this. I'll be happy to be on here, and I'll be forgetting to make these announcements about shows we doing. And I know it's like late. So, you know what I mean? Anybody who's still on there, tell everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But the 29th, we're at unbiased, Riyadh African Museum in the West End. We there with K&S is putting on something. I believe Poetics is hosting it. The Avengers are going to be in the building. We got a set in there somewhere in the middle. We doing our thing. Myself, Andre 360, Mike Chambers, and King Tex, the God of Quam, is going to be in the building. So, yeah, it's going to be live. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to make sure that we represent for ourselves and for our brothers and for our people. So come on through for that and enjoy. And get ready, because we got something coming for y'all. See, I be telling y'all this all the time. And then y'all see, oh, what? Last time you see, we went to LA and we was making it happen. So when I'm telling you, get ready, I mean, get ready. Get your tickets sometime early part of December, late part of November, early part of December. Get your tickets to get to ATL, because we're going to have some festivities, you know what I'm saying, going on. And we're going to be dealing with some healing and some killing. Some killing and some healing. You know what I'm saying? With a whole bunch of Avenger energy all around that shit. Yeah, around that. So bring yourself out, man. We ain't playing with you. We really doing it up. My brother's got albums out. Andre 360 got new music coming out. Look him up. It's real simple. Andre, ANRAY 360 degrees. Look him up. He got new music out and he's phenomenal. You know what I mean? Type of stuff that you need to be listening to raise your vibrations. And Mike Chambers just sent me a slew of tracks that he did. Oh, we finna get stupid right now. Oh man. Yo, Mike Chambers got this track, right? Check my melody. Oh my God. Oh my God. He got this track. I just heard it yesterday. Like, I'm going to the studio on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Mañana, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do that track, but I'm gonna do that the next time I'm in the studio. I think when I go to Big Yo's. This track is dope. Yeah. I'm gonna put my verse on it. I'm gonna send it to you. Watch. You're gonna have to rhyme on it. You're gonna have to. I heard the other Jones that you did that was, for lack of a better term, the parody Jones. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to get on this, John. I'm telling you, son. This is stupid. Mike Chambers is a superhero.
Yeah. Mike Chambers is definitely got it, man. He definitely got it, man. It was a privilege meeting that brother. I look forward to getting with him again. His brothers like him that inspired me to want to get back on it.
Right. And he nice with the rhymes.
Nah, he be on nice. This shit crazy. This shit crazy. This shit insane. Like, I be listening to them bars like, yeah, man. It was about 3 or 4 times I was like, who's this? And I heard Mike Chambers.
Yeah.
I was in my pep hand. Like, okay.
Yeah.
There's a joint that y'all got together. Y'all both going in. No, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all both going in hard.
Yeah, wait. I know the one you talking about is called No Faking, right? But his verse is so, like, I was like, oh, like that's why I told him, I was like, yo, I ain't going first this time, y'all. Yeah, y'all go first. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't fair. I went first most of the time on Avengers, not Red 9. You know what I'm saying? And they got to come on there and just, wow. They say some amazing stuff, yo. I mean, I'm such a fan, though, so it don't bother me. But nah, bro, you're going to have to give me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear what you saying now. But, yeah, man, he said, man, when I heard his verse, I was like, nah, that's it. We don't need nobody else on the track. That's it. That one shut down. And Nick Nines is supposed to be on that track. You know what I'm saying? If Nick, man, yeah, I would have loved to hear Nick Nine on that shit. Man, Nick Nine is stupid with it.
He definitely was vibing to that joint right there, man. That was one of them joints. The joint with you in. What's it called again?
No Faking.
No Faking.
Well, you know, that's the. So here's the story. Here's the reason why I wanted that beat, because it was an Alchemist beat that Roscos originally did, that Alchemist sold to Jadakiss and Styles. So listening to the story and all that, you know what I'm saying? I like both songs. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, we're gonna get a little extra out of this one. You know what I'm saying? Because we giving this thing away for free anyhow. So you ain't gonna come at me like, oh, you stole me. I ain't stealing nothing. I'm giving it away. But you know what I mean? You're gonna put a little bit of extra work in for us. Bumps that. So that's why we had to do that track.
Okay. It's crazy too, man. Like, talking about that, I remember that whole ordeal with Alchemist reselling the track and all of that. And, you know, I remember the first time I heard the Razcast version, which was shortly after I heard the Jadakiss version.
I heard it the other way around. I heard Raz first, and then I heard Jay. I was like, what? Wait a minute.
I didn't even. My man had the Raz version first too, I believe. Yeah, I mean, but I heard Jadakiss version also though early. Like, I heard his version before it got released. Like, when it was still, you know, he was still working on his album or whatever. He was still
right.
You know what I mean? So I did get to hear both of them early. But I think I'm like most people. I think most people heard the Kiss version early. Shit, a lot of people didn't even hear the Razcast version. Man, I don't even think the Razcast version officially got released.
Nah. I think it was on a mixtape or somewhere. I heard it.
Yeah, I knew the kid I knew had the album.
Yeah,
it was a single, but the single
It was a promotional version.
Right. That's what it was. That's what it was. They were still doing promotional joints. Right. Right.
And it ended up getting pulled. Did the whole Jadakiss shit. You know what I mean? Which I wouldn't have did. I'd have just kept the song anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'd have said, fuck it, we got the same beat. That actually, honestly, that would have actually gave his song a little bit more life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it would have just did. You know what I mean? So,
I'll say this though, Jada had a better song to it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just about to ask that question. I was about to say, who you think had the better song?
Yeah, Jada had a better song, but I
thought that was
Ras
one of the
Kass.
worst representations of Ras Kass. I'm not even saying the song was a bad song from Ras Kass. I'm saying as a representation at that particular time, I thought it was one of the worst representations of Ras Kass.
Yeah, he could have.
Subject matter, the cadence, the hook. It just was like, this is what you're rapping about, Ras Kass. It almost reminded me of when he did the Cool G Sweatsuit spoof joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. But this time it was like, he's serious though now. Like, he just made the song he was spoofing.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think the song was trash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the beat was too dope, and Ras Kass is too much of an MC to be able to at least make it decent.
That's what the problem is right there. It was Ras Kass. If somebody else would have did it, it would be like, okay, all right, cool. But because it's Ras Kass, he was supposed to do something else to that beat. He was supposed to do something else. So I feel you.
Not that. I mean, he didn't have to do Nature the Threat to that beat. He didn't have to do motherfucking, he didn't have to do none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what he did do, Ras Kass, really? You just gave us what you was rapping about on So Long Nights remix. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I was a little bit disappointed with that.
Yeah.
And then the B side of that was a song called For Much, which I thought was trash.
You know what? I think I chalked it up to. He's just to me, the most well-rounded MC at that time. He touched base on everything, and he didn't just stay in one lane.
All right, here's my thing. Here's my argument to what you just said. Well-rounded, yes. To say he's the best, no. And the reason why I'm saying that is because to say that is saying that most well-rounded MCs aren't good at most of what they're doing. And I'm always like, a lot of these weren't good songs. And I know a lot of art, like, I look at Redman as a well-rounded MC, right? But Redman can make good songs in many different aspects of hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying?
So wait, real quick. Let me maybe clarify. When I say well-rounded, I mean the way that he touches on every topic. I didn't think at that time nobody else was doing that. You mean at the time? You know what I'm saying? Like he can do rapper shit. He can do MC shit, and that's how I take it. So when the songs that you're saying, you probably like, I don't like, are the ones that I just took in as, that's his rapper persona. That's him doing the rapper shit.
But see, my biggest argument to Raz was that because that's really not my problem with Raz. And I'm not that I have a problem with him, but my issue with his music was more or less, bruh, you wasn't making the good, like you wasn't putting out good music overall. Like you might have been putting out stuff that I like to hear talked about, but even that, for the most part, wasn't dope music. Like after So Long Nights, to me, he doesn't have no dope albums. Rat Assassination was okay at best. You know what I mean? The lead off single with Mac 10 and Dre.
I love that song.
That shit was. It was a throwaway Dre beat. First of all, it was a throwaway Dre beat. We all remember Dre doing the waltz to that beat. You know what I mean? At the end of the Been There Done That. So that right there was a little bit awkward. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Dre gave you. He gave you the beat that he didn't rap to. You know what I mean? He gave you the part of the beat that was just that he danced on. You know what I mean?
I think I wanted to hear that, but wait. I don't even mean to cut you off like that, guy. You know, say we gonna build on that another time. Because I was like, yeah, I like that, but I just seen the time. Let's tell them where they can reach you at. You know what I'm saying, before we get into these videos.
You meet me at you can see me on Instagram, the pragmatic _ Shay Black, CHEBLAK. You can go on YouTube and type in Shay Black, CHE, first name, last name, Black, BLAK, and you know my stuff will pop up. You know, see me on the YouTube, subscribe to my channel. You know, like the videos, check my work out, show some support. You know, if not, you know, just watch everybody else do it. It's all good.
Word's bomb. You know what it is, y'all. You know how to holler at me, man. You see that Cash App right there? You really want to holler at me? Cash at me something. Let me know you was watching. Let me know you care. And 484-758-8489. 484-758-8489. SUNDAGR8. That's my Instagram. And you can hit, you know what I mean? You want to get some work in or something like that, hit me. You know what I mean? Plathand, ENT@gmail.com. PLATHANDENT@gmail.com. Yeah. It's a lot easier to say that when you ain't got no look in you. Oh man. Words bond. So you know what it is. Knowledge born. What's the science, God? What it look like? Where my light at? Benches Red 9.
Words, living letters, heed my scriptures, see my testament. I heard, so knowledge, wisdom, first I represent. I serve the blurred with vision, giving betterment. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, I'm self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident. Son of Chuck and Nina, born clock cleaner, 7-level seer, dirty devil beater, protector of the people like African spatial features. In my soul sees the reap peeps deeper. I said fuck the conference in Geneva. Them unjustice sit tight-lipped while America mistreat you. Them colonizers ain't said shit, so I'ma grab my wisdom, stick my pistol, grip and whip them idle creatures. Them hiding on Jekyll Island, smiling till we come wildin' out the speakers. Hood robbing, reserve spoken heard, birth by righteous receivers. Smoking herb might disturb them Paul Johns or Peters. Them fake feds facetious, and I ain't praying to a white Jesus. Cannot deceive us, we are not blind believers. I follow the viewer of a black heart Yeshua. I'm the deacon, speaking with the cure. So go and jada shaka sativa law.
We want these truths to be self-evident.
Once you lose track of your heritage, you lose track of your divinity in this world.
I serve the blurred with vision, giving betterment. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, I'm self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident. I serve the blurred with vision, giving betterment. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, I'm self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident.
Listen, telekinetic beams from afar, G.O.D. Gumar, Dubar, stolen from a land of Avatar, the Avatar, the King, the Ra, the Queen, the Jar, the body of Allah, the Jacob, Yah, Santiwa, Moors of Spain, shackle and chain, and whipped and hang, and murdered the brain, golden diamond shop at the arm, the art of war from niggas to guards, the ISIS papers, love you all, green of war, the sun, moon, the star, possess the guards, the drinks and bars, the guns, the ooze and ahs and all, the Keepers in the American scene, nightmare up to them to dream. Serve the fiend, chop the green, murder our team, bury our team. From the homes, getting rich, from the stool tone, did this. The elders scared and unprepared, none to wear their danger's here. Time it down to clean the house, to clean the crib, to sweep it out. I'm talking about it, the righteous route, for no doubt, there will be no doubt. To teach the youth that they need our help. Too many slain, the pain is felt, and we shall overrun the devil, enhance the mind, and level the rebel, cause we are the one we're waiting for. Level the Christ, whatever we are.
Living letters, see my scriptures, see my testament. I heard the hurt, so knowledge, wisdom first I represent. I serve the blurred with vision, giving betterment. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, I'm self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident. Self-evident, self-evident. No urge to splurge, I got nerve, self-evident.
Proper leadership, proper inspiration, properly equipped. The black man is the greatest human fighting machine God ever created. If indeed God created. I think the gods of Africa created it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I was grooving. Yeah.
Diluted. RBG, outlaw, RBG, General Rap. It's good, baby. Peace, power. Peace, power. You know, I was going down my park front Schiller the other day. This guy goes to me and said, you know that guy Suliana? Since war? Yeah, what do you He swear he's nice. If I don't swear he's nice, he knows he's nice.
Know my name. Know my name. Know my name. You know you love my name. You know you love it. GR8. Know my name. Word to Big Bron. Know my name. I'ma let my locks out on this one. Come here. I'm Suliana the Great, Godson the one like Eno. Rip solar lyric and equal to lethal people. And veto, eye of the needle, people action. No levo to meet your soul satisfaction. Stop asking, my words like Terry. Masking your mouth for fake blast. And some casting shadows of doubt. You saddle this out, we battle this out. This lyrical stream in the drop, no doubt. Rougher, tougher, fister, cuffer, face, scuff ya, bust ya before I bluff it. If you is that luster of the fool, go curse. Hold for your hand right here and disperse. I'm old and out, sold by boys with weaker voice and verse. First I hearse my hearse with spiritual worth more than tenacity. Ain't no capacity for ever harassing me. Calamity best describes your family's insanity. Conceiving you like a fucked up mentality of wicked tranquility. You at peace with that beast that's running your facility. Use some humility before you anger me. I live on several levels of balance insensibly, so you shower personal tales of power when you mention me. Suliana the Great, Godson no one like Neo. GR. Know my name. Know my name. Know my name. I set it off in this smooth. It's all sucker do not raise the rock. In the midst of life's cover. Rule positions, they lose their vision, make it move. Their mission submission, the most high vision. On them we keep a tricking. They is the piece of pimping. They is the chasing chicken like the digging finger looking. Roots is the rib, they bones and clock. Got you feeling like a slut. You've been stuck by that brick who eats where he shits and fucks. And plus you just entered lyrical spiritual warfare. God understands cipher, so it's all fair. I only care and respect that universal long chat that involves steps. I'm knowing all involved interest here. You could never ever dismiss this richness in my constant existence. See, I and I with most high, then I submit this. Until then, you must admit this. I'm lyrical, spiritual fitness, born to rip and spit this. Word of Big Bron. C'est la dia.
Old too. Oh man. That's the old joint. I ripped that shit, bruh. Yes, sir. Oh man. I gotta fix that. I got that on YouTube, right? But that I got the show version. I gotta fix that. I just never went back to fix it. I was like, but that's my shit. Shout out to Power D. He did the production on that, on most of that album. That's it. That's off the 2088 Great Escape album. Yeah. Both of them tracks is on that. And we got something new though. What we got new, God?
God, Lord.
You gonna have something new soon.
Yeah, we gonna have something new soon. Yeah. Hey man, I gotta even tell you a little story. I mean, I think I said it to you, but I wanted that mural so bad when I was out there last year, and we got our stuff took. We got like $4,000 worth of stuff taken from us. You know what I'm saying? After we got some crystals and all that at the Crystal Festival. Well, when we was in LA, I seen that we was walking down there. I was like, yo, I gotta get this in the video. You know what I mean? Like I gotta come out. So you mean being out there at the time, and you had the time and the ability to do that, man. I'm so grateful for that, because that was in one of my what I call my. I don't have a bucket list because I'm gonna be alive forever, right? So I don't have a bucket list, but what I call my rap bucket list is when I'm, you know what I mean, done things I know when I turn around and look back, so well, I did that. So that was one of them things that was in my rap bucket list. So I appreciate, love that. You mean machetes to you for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much.
No doubt, man. No doubt. It was fun, man. I had fun doing it.
Yeah. Shoot. Hey, I was halfway through the first verse on like the second to last C, and realized I ain't had my fronts in. I was like, oh no, hold on.
It was all good. We got it right though.
You know what I'm saying? I had to fix that. You know what I'm saying? That whole jaw. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time that people are gonna see it throughout the whole video where I actually rock. I was rocking it in the do the knowledge jaw, but you know what I'm saying? I'm high vibing, man. You know what I mean? And I'm on my Manson Moose and shit. Normally I would have all my other stuff on too, but I wasn't gonna do that over there in Crenshaw. Why would I? You know what I mean? P&B rock me. I'm not doing that. Nah, I don't mean nah. I had the right shit on. I had the right stuff on. So yeah, you know what I mean, Outlaw RBG Salute was good.
Yeah, it was a good look. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm looking from behind the camera. It was a good look.
I don't even have a lot of videos where it's just me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because most of this album was done with my brothers. So that's one of the, you know what I mean, I think I had one more Vintage Season. I'm by myself, but I'm sure this video is gonna be better than Vintage Season. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the cats who did Vintage Season. You know what I mean? They only charged me $100. I had to take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I mean? We got the bare necessities. Shout out to Ed Rock for re-editing it. You know what I'm saying? He did the re-edits. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be this video. Shoot. The eye that you had, what you do, I was like, oh, I ain't even see that. I seen it after you said it, but I ain't see it before. So, yup. It's already better than what I would have did. So, yup.
Yeah, this is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, man. I don't really do many these days. I don't do music videos like I used to. You know, a lot of it being is I was with a group. So it was easy for me to just be responsible for doing the videos for the group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I also don't have the desire to do music videos like I used to. I'd rather get to the most cinematic aspect. However, it was fun to get back into it. I haven't actually shot a video in a minute, so it was fun to get back into it and, you know, get my creative juices flowing and see what I could put together. And you know, I wasn't working with a lot, but I was working with a lot.
Yeah.
And I like that. Yeah, I mean, I like I'm in one spot and everything I need is right here.
Yo, I was just thinking, like, yo, the scene, like, I can't explain it to y'all until you see it, but the scenery, you know what I mean? The mural is stupid. You know, so, hey, yo, and fuck them who disrespected that mural, yo. You know
yeah,
I mean?
There's some real bottom bitches.
Yeah.
There's some real bottom bitches with no mother. Whoever disrespected that mural.
How dare you do some shit like that? That shit is ridiculous. But you know what I'm saying? We definitely, you know what I mean?
But we respected it though.
Yeah.
We was respecting it, and like I said, it's one of them scenes where it's like it's very rare. I'm excited to shoot a video.
Right.
With one scene.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's very rare I can say this one scene is gonna provide 4 minutes or however long of backdrop and of things, whereas like you know, we'll sit down and talk more as I develop the video and see if there's anything you might want to add in or whatnot. But it's like I could sit there with what I just got footage-wise without pulling from nowhere else and put together something spectacular just with that.
Yeah. And the first two scenes I had to knock the rust off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I was warmed up by the time we walked that joint off. It was dope, man. It was just dope. You know what I'm saying? And to know anybody who knows what that wall is, you're gonna know where we was. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who drove by, when you see that video, remember you drove by beat. You know what I'm saying? The love is there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was all that. So you know, when people tell you can't go into Compton, can't go on Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying? Watch it, man. We was on there. We shot a video.
Yeah, we shot a video right on Crenshaw, yo.
Right. So you mean whatever. And with my other videos, you know, I like to go places that people just don't go. and we got the word, nah, don't go over there. But you know, Che Black said, I don't like people telling me what to do. I said, I'm with you, God. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? So that video got
planet, though. You know, this is my planet. So you know.
Right.
You know, my brother said, yo, I want to go out there. This is why I want to shoot it at. I'm like, man, listen, I don't see what's going to stop us, man. Our cause is righteous. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't see what's going to stop us, man.
We red, black, and green deep out there too. So you know what I mean? It wasn't on. I mean, if you walked up, you knew what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see what was going to stop us out there. It was actually, you know, it was peaceful. Yeah, we went out there and was unbothered and had a good time. Yeah, anybody who walked by and kept it moving. It was great.
Had a little Sade going on too. You know what I'm saying? On the bike, dude.
Yeah, had a little Sade on the bike, smooth up on the bike road too.
Yep.
So it definitely was. It's funny too because I was listening to it and I was like, hey, you know what? I think we're still gonna go. I'm just not gonna argue the point. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? If we go out there and I feel differently. If we get close and I feel like maybe this is, you know, that force, I start to feel that force.
Yeah.
Like when Obi-Wan said, I don't know, man. Or when Luke said, I don't know if I should have came on this mission with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'd have felt that force, then I'd have been like, and then we'd have gotten to there. I said, oh, you know what? Maybe no. I'm intelligent, not crazy.
Right,
you know?
right.
But at the same time, you know, I knew it would be good. I knew it would be okay.
Yeah, I was crazy in the 90s. I'm just a little nuts right now. That ain't enough to do that. I got things to do. So, but if they would have stopped by, we would have had a Furious Styles moment. That's all.
Indeed, you know, you might have had some extras for the video. You never know. I've had that happen before.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody who didn't show up for the extras. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always looking to include my peoples into it. But if you don't show up, hey, God bless you anyhow.
You had enough energy.
Yeah.
You had enough energy because you know, shout out to Todd Sticks. He was in the building. I mean, with his infamous smile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chilling. With his infamous smile
and the shirts, bro. Yo, he
in the fashion, the shirts. Like, he's definitely the fashion god. You know what I mean? When it come to that fly shit, definitely is.
Little egg on the side, yo. You mean he had to hold the speaker, the phone. Normally we have a speaker with us and it ain't no problem. We spoiled that way. But we wasn't taking the speaker on the plane, so he had to hold the phone. You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't hear nothing.
Man, it came through.
Oh man,
it came through. But you had enough energy though for every extra that you could have brought.
Right. Yo, I appreciate that one scene. Nobody really has an understanding of you know what I mean, do the scene without saying anything. I knew exactly what you was talking about when you said it. I was like, yes, because me and Godstick had been talking about that before. We kind of gave that idea up for a Call of War, but it wasn't done right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It wasn't done right. I know what you did. That's exactly what I was talking about in my head. You know what I'm saying? That's
sometimes the expression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we could just go with the expression. You know
I wish I would have had my machetes though. I ain't gonna front.
There was a lot of expression. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you had a carry on, so maybe. Yeah.
I might have been able to take it in the thing, but Nah, I wasn't even gonna chance that, bro.
But I don't know how we would have been on the block with the machete though. That's
right. What?
That's still LAPD. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, dude, freeze. That's how that is.
Exactly.
Hey, he had a machete, man. But listen, y'all, I'm about to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? I done got the call like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's been a blessing for me to be here with y'all. It's always love. You know what I mean? It's always peace to the gods and war to the devil. You know what I'm saying? And remember, you know what I'm saying? Only you can make your situation better than what it is. Make it better. If you like it, make it better. If you don't like it, make it better. Words born. Yeah. I'm out. Yo, what you got for me, Knowledge Born? What you got for the closeout, man? What you got for me, God? I was telling y'all too, Vengeance, Red 9. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's on DJ Tastic, Mixcloud. Check out the Vengeance Red 9. Plus, he got like 100 mixtapes on there. Whatever you looking for, he got it. You can just put it on, just play it. You know what I'm saying? For the party. You know what I'm saying? It's better though if you hire him as a DJ. It's just better. Oh man, he gonna do that to me, huh? I'm gonna stop talking, man. Oh man, I'm only talking because we still on screen. You know what I mean? We don't want no dead time.
Indeed. We Knowledge doing homework right now.
Yeah, I know. I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's all gravy. Check us out on the 29th. Somebody else just dropped some music too. I think everybody should be listening to. Who was it? I've been listening to Killer Priest for the last week, bro. For last strong. You know what I mean? So I can't even remember who else. Somebody just dropped something. And I thought it was, it was worthy of people listening to it. Oh man. I'm gonna remember, y'all. And look on my page. I'm gonna actually make a comment about it. As a matter of fact, anybody who's paying attention to this, I'm gonna do a little contest. I'm gonna remember who it was that I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna say the name. And anybody who DMs me, you know what I mean, and says, we love LA. That's the phrase. We love LA. If you DM me and say we on that, you have to DM me on that comment. So you got to pay attention to my Instagram. So if you DM me on that comment and say we love LA, right? All right. You're gonna have a free ticket to an event we got coming up in December. I'm only going to give out 5 free tickets. So you got to pay attention and jump on that joint. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get 5 free tickets. You know what I'm saying? They're not the VIP tickets. And they're only going to be for one day because we're going to have like a 4-day event in Atlanta. One day. It ain't the VIP and it ain't going to be the big joint. I got other contests for that. Yeah, so holla at us. Pay attention. It's coming. Winter is coming. He ain't gonna play a video, man. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm in trouble, so I gotta go. Yo, Che Black, peace, power. You know what it is. Please and
I love paper like a fax machine. No rims on the whip, but I still keep it waxed and clean. The little armor roll on them tires to give it that gleam. I'm on my grown man shit, I ain't trying to be seen. Real hitters on they calm shit, know what I mean. You stacking paper, but your source of income ain't clean. So why the fuck would you show off, bringing heat to yourself? You get bagged, you ask me, you defeated yourself. Had everybody in your business, from the bums to the bitches, to the snitches, to the cops, to the killers with the biscuits that'll trump you for them digits. Or they might take it further, kidnap one of your kinfolk, pay up or it's a murder. All that, cause you wanna show people you all at. Me, I fall back, let it all stack. Closet full of clothes, shoes on all racks. Walking real light, I ain't got nothing to prove, I'm just enjoying my life. Fly out to Vegas, I'm enjoying my nights. And the days that I stayed, ain't gotta let nobody know that I'm paid. It's a hit and run game, you either get in or get out, or you'll be on your way to the grave or the big house. And either one is fun, you'll find out when you get there. Wishing you picked a better career, a better career. Neither one is fun, you'll find out when you get there. Wishing you picked a better career, a better career.
We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit.
Loose lips sink ships. When niggas start dropping knowledge, why you act like a bitch? You feeling tough? Swallow these pills, digest these gems. Chakra means wheels, the real spin is more than just rims. The first name of God in the Bible is Elohim, meaning these beings, we seeing reflections of them. You hear the mark of the beast, you hear that all the time. This is the mark of Yah, talk about that 999. Slice of ginger every day, B, it's good for your shine. When you charge up off that sun gazing, all the wicked go blind. The pale folk is moon people, not the soul design. That sensitivity, different soul, but everything's in the mind. Ether, water, fire, earth and air. 88 constellations, 64 squares. Know what you're living for, unlock the furious 5. Your hands tell on judgment day, or you've done when you were alive. This is a expose. Are you fact or you fiction? Life is sacred and every action is your definition.
Listen, I suppress how I express when I smoke. Cause most folk got depressed when I spoke. I expose the truth with proof in every choke. I cut the fat off the facts with acts I invoke. Every lyric revealing we the people need their healing. Putting power in political hands, but most concealing their weapons, their plans. Won't revolt the feeding land, but you'll vote for a man who stands on glass ceilings, or women who support the system in his talk and his plot to pick us off the planet with dark dealings. Damn it, you know they planned it. They underhanded, don't get caught in bought feelings. That's paid advertising, media making lies ring. Ears appear surviving, years of fears aligning. Tears in your eyes dividing. Got you fighting for your life or sacrifice for providing. The love is the vice you devised in. Reestablish human status, reviving. Conscious like Joey Badass, revising. Life-loving legacy is pleasantly surprising. In times when the Henny is heavy in your mind, man, I take a toke and choke from my folk like Pac. Drop the liquor for what he considered nigga. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, that's my trigger. And I ain't a monkey on the run with a gun or a rich cracker nigga. I'm an outlaw RBG gorilla. Outlaw RBG gorilla. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it, peep it. Or stay ignorant on that sheep shit. We expose secret. When you hear it,